everybody. It is time for Puck Drop, presented by FanDuel Casino. Top line against top line. So Hischier with Bratt and Nason against the Bruins top line of Pastrnak, Lindholm, and Geekie. This is a line that basically provides all the offense for Boston right now. David Pastrnak has had a hand, either a goal or an assist, in the last 11 Boston goals.
And I would think if you can contain this line a little bit, it goes a long way into winning a hockey game.
Henry Jokiharju hits the post with a shot from the blue line. There was traffic in the offensive zone very often. Hischier wins the draw. Here's Luke Hughes. Jesper Bratt fires, and Jeremy Swayman makes his second save of the early going. A few games on that top line with Pastrnak and Geekie. Started the year there. It hasn't quite panned out the way the Bruins hoped when they brought him over with a big deal. Lindholm to the blue line. Zadorov shot save. Markstrom is first of the night. That changed directions on the way through. Devils got the power play, brought to you by RWJ Barnabas Health. Devils third in the league on the man advantage this year. Luke Hughes fires away, and there's a save for Jeremy Swayman.
Have some success on the power play, feel good going into the playoffs.
Luke Hughes pulls the trigger. Swayman makes the save. Rebound still free in front, poked around and rolls away. Sprong shoots, blocked by Beecher. Sprong feeds to Tari, gets it back. Sprong shoots, and it goes wide. 7 early saves for Jeremy Swayman. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Cotter's taken down and will continue on as Fraser Minton gets it out.
Really bear down against this line. I mean, Geekie having a great year as well for the Bruins, but Pastrnak, we talked about him.
Pastrnak intercepts here. He fires and he scores. David Pastrnak scores his 41st of the year. He has a hand in 12 straight Boston goals, and it is 1-0 Bruins.
Luke Hughes ends up, well, you know what? It was Bratt. Excuse me. Hughes does get it up to Bratt. Jesper Bratt, who we know has played terrific, makes a mistake here. And Pastrnak, anticipation, reads the play perfectly, gloves it down, and one of the best pure snipers.
And then it missed the hard-charging Lindholm looking for the puck on the back post. Pasternak's got it again. Feeds it across. Callahan shoots. He scores. Michael Callahan's first NHL goal has the Bruins up 2-0.
Been out there for quite some time, Bill and Bryce, and Pastrnak again is the catalyst. He finds a seam pass. He gets it right through, then it goes back to Callahan. This wrist shot, seeing eye shot, gets a lot on it, but I think Markey's screen there. You have to include that, but obviously the big trade was their captain, Brad Marchand, and such an important piece for their organization for so many years, but you have to make those tough decisions.
Dawson Mercer finds this one, turning shot. He missed just wide of Swayman. Luke Hughes had it, lost it. It's a 2-on-1 going the other way. It's Lauko who's got it. He shoots, he scores. Jacob Lauko fires it in, and the Bruins lead 3-0.
Does he have 40 goals? Holy cow.
Yeah, what a shot there.
He has 4, Bryce.
I know, I was just...
I know.
Yeah, wow.
That puck comes around the boards, and it takes a funny carom on Luke Hughes, who thought he was going to have time to corral that puck. It ended up going through his skates. It bounced off something in the boards, and you know, sometimes that happens. It was tricky, but the Bruins have made the Devils pay. This is a blistering wrist shot, top shelf, far side. That puck goes on end. You notice that? And
there
he just...
Middlestat walked into the slot, had his stick tied up. Zaka backhands it to the blue line. Peak settles it here. Sharp angle shot from low rise off the outside of the post. Hischier will hold it up top. Takes the pass from Bratt. Hischier down low. Sprong backdoor score! Stefan Nason puts it in, and the Devils are within 2.
And with the extra attack, a really good job of moving that puck around, interchanging lanes, and Sprong goes hard to the net. And he's able to backhand this pass right to Stefan Nason. He has an easy one to get the Devils on the board, and I think this one could really get them going here, Bill. down 3-1.
It's a career-high 40-point, sending Sprong over the wall as the extra attacker there in that 6-on-5.
Well, rightly so. Like Spronger, he's been noticeable this game, right? Even though he hadn't produced a point or a goal, he's been getting pucks on net. He's been playing with pace.
Hall, a turning shot, bounces in! Bang, bang! 2 quick goals and the Devils are right back in it. Timo Meier. Pass from Hall and Meier missed him. Here's a high chip out to the neutral zone. Zacha slides it across. Vinny Lettieri's got speed, and Jacob Markstrom comes up big with the glove.
And he seems in motion, always gets himself open.
It's about getting lost in coverage, using that motion, right? Not just standing in one spot, and it makes it tough.
That deflects from the blue line and goes in. Casey Mittelstadt just threw it softly. Bodies were crossing in front of Markstrom. It hit one of them and goes in to put Boston ahead 4-2.
Pretty fortunate here for the Bruins, and the Devils end up giving another goal with under a minute left in this game. They did it in the first period and now here, but this is just Casey Mittelstadt spinning around and just firing it toward the net.
It goes off a Casey stick.
It goes off a Casey stick. Could have hit anything else, and then it with that comment, as far as they just haven't had sustained pressure. They had a great spurt. They had all the life as they got 2 quick goals that you talked about, and Boston gets a lucky one at the end with the last goal by Mittelstadt there.
Here's Stefan Nason carrying it over. Nason scored his 21st goal, his 40th point of the year. First time in his career he's hit the 40-point mark. Sent to the front, and Dawson Mercer.
Swayman had to make a nice save. There's Nason, heavy on the forecheck. Brad as well. They create a turnover right there. You see the backhand as he tries to go far side, and Mason does a great job along with Brad as creating that chance, and there's Swayman stays sealed to the ice there, the left back.
Geeky at the circle. Rat shadowing him. Zadorov shoots, that's deflected wide. Now it's Pastrnak. Turning it back to the front, and Geeky bangs it in.
Wow.
David Pastrnak to Morgan Geeky, and the Bruins reclaim a 3-goal lead.
This is an absolute ridiculous no-look pass as he spins around off the half wall from Pastrnak. Game is brought to you by your local Ford stores. And you watch Pastrnak, he knows exactly right away, spins to the forehand, puck was on his backhand, and he puts it right through the legs of Lindholm, right on the stick of Geeky, and that's an easy one.
You just can't have that.
Hey, Bryce, I was going to say, look, it's bad coverage. There's been a lot of that for the Devils here tonight, but you could probably put the puck.
There's number 6 after the rebound. Fraser Minton has his first Bruins goal, and it's 6-2.
This is getting ugly now, and but also the young defenseman with his first goal, Michael Callahan. So now it's getting ugly. 6-2 Bruins. They played a good game, but I was going to say, Bryce, with the bad coverage on the Geeky goal, there's another giveaway though. Turnover. Devils just don't execute a pass. The shot from the point is stopped by Markstrom, but the rebound.
So you've had guys like Curtis Lazar, Nate Bastian scratched out of the lineup for a while, Shimon Nemitz out of the lineup the last couple. Be interesting to see what kind of changes might be made into Friday as the Devils try to find the right combinations heading to the playoffs. Koepke makes it 7-2 as he accelerates in and scores. Cole Koepke's 10th of the year.
Oh boy, I mean, when it rains, it pours, and half step quicker all over the ice. And Koepke's the recipient there. Luke Hughes just can't control that puck as he whiffs on a backhand pass, doesn't get enough of it over to Pesce. And Koepke does a really good job of shielding off both Luke Hughes and Brett Pesce and chipping it past Markstrom. So, you know, it's been tough. This has been a tough night. The Bruins have earned everything they've gotten.
Win streak's going to stop at 3 here with Boston up 7-2.
I'm glad you explained that, not me, Bill. That was a little bit of a mouthful.
Oh, another turnover late, and Lettieri couldn't put it home. Devils next in action on Friday against Pittsburgh. Boston builds the early 3-0 lead, then scores 4 unanswered at the end, and the Bruins have won 2 of 3 as they take down the Devils 7-2.